Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Noles will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a play by the defense. offense coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Oh, man, that defensive back. Himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, and you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The gift to the tailback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Gets it to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes a catch past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Stanford 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement here from the tight end. Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew that they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And the Noles are threatening on first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes his connection.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
After the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field.
Not with 20 seconds left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with
I'll take my chances on defense.
What are you comfortable with right here that we can
I almost did, though.
Stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, just keeps firing. A little screen to the running back. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Step it up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd down, going up top. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. There's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how they're going to perform on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away.
These motherfuckers just not making fucking plays. That's a good knockdown, but you gotta snatch that. Fucking linebacker dropped the pick. Come on, man.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Goes to the option. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The option look. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about the timing on that pitch?
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
These motherfuckers don't know what the fuck I'm calling.
He's looking downfield to throw.
And they can't hold on to the fucking ball.
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50s. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the quick shuffle pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Florida State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going for the big play. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
In a short yardage situation like that, 2nd and inches, everybody in this stadium thought they were going to run the football. They decided to take a shot, just couldn't come up with it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Scrambling away. The throw.
What the fuck?
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
My niggas be fucking dropping everything with the fucking whisper in their fucking ear.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Tom, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout. Make sure your guys.
That was going to be a pick.
Third and goal coming up here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the option. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On first down from their own 22. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
I got work to do.
Because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.